Sean Diallo, aka STD, is a player that took the league by storm last year. He averaged well over 20 points as a rookie, had a bunch of highlight clips, and not only that, he led the Jazz to the playoffs for the first time since Donovan Mitchell had been there. If you aren't familiar with Diallo, overseas they called him the human highlight reel. And on top of everything, he's literally 20 years old, about to turn 21. One of the youngest players in the league, has millions of followers on social media platforms, and you could also say already in his young career, he's one of the most feared players in the NBA. And it's safe to say that this year, he's gonna play way better and be even more difficult to guard. And as for the mentality, he definitely has a chip on his shoulder after coming up short last year in the playoffs. In the Jazz, they got a lethal lineup. 3 of their starters in the starting lineup are 6'10" and above. Also in the lineup, they have Diallo, who's a smooth 6'5", and Colin Sexton, who's a smooth 6'3". But having 3 6'10" and above players in your starting lineup is kind of vicious, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. Everybody in the organization could tell by the way Diallo was playing from day one of practice that the Jazz had a real shot to go all the way this year. Now think about when's the last time you thought of the Jazz in the NBA Finals? What, when they had John Stockton and Karl Malone? Hey man, this is a new era. And this new era for the Jazz organization is gonna start with one name: STD. Now pretty soon it was time for opening night. And the big story of this game was not only the start of the Jazz new season, but how well was this new duo gonna play together. Noah Mack, the second pick in the NBA draft, ended up getting acquired by the Jazz after they previously had available draft picks for this year. And that brother Noah Mack was a whopping 7'2". So whoever in the paint, get out of there, shoot some threes or something. But the first matchup for the Jazz would be against the Rockets, Jalen Green and them boys. And after a smooth dap up in the beginning of the game, Sean could feel the energy in the arena. And Noah, he looked like he had been here already. I guess the Gonzaga program taught him well, because you couldn't tell if he was nervous or not. It looked like he was locked in and ready to go. And everybody already knows that Diallo was. You could even hear STD chants in the crowd. That's crazy. We got to get bro a new nickname or something. But from the moment tip-off happened, everybody's eyes was on 17. Like I said earlier, previously, he's known as the human highlight reel, and this for a reason. You don't want to miss a second when he's on the floor. Now he can play some defense, but it's mainly on the offensive end. And people was also gonna have their eyes on Noah Mack in this game too. If he played anything like he did at Gonzaga, this team is gonna be dangerous. But first possession, meep, boy drove right past Fred VanVleet and got the smooth dunk. Hey, anytime you in Utah, you on Diallo Island, you gonna have to call for some air support, a care package, or something to help you. But honestly, if it was me, I'd just pray. That's really all you can do. But man, I told y'all, bro was a highlight. The first play of the game was a dunk, an electrifying dunk at that, and he was already pumping up the crowd. Even watching that mug from a bird's eye view was crazy. I know the people in the nosebleeds was enjoying the show already, and we still had 39 more minutes to play. But best believe, that boy 17 about to go crazy and get the green. And I'm not sure the Rockets had anybody that can even attempt to slow him down. I mean, you got that boy Fred guarding him. Come on now, man. That ain't gonna cut it. But early on, 2-0, but Diallo was still looking to cook. Still had that boy Lil Fred on him, but Lil Fred ain't strong enough. Tell that boy get in the weight room. Got to the cup easy and hit them boys with a post move. Alright, I said he a highlight, bro, so it ain't gonna be too many post moves. It's gonna be a lot of this, dribbling and skipping through that lane, getting a nice finish at the cup. Hey man, somebody need to call a state trooper or something, because Sean moving way too fast. They can't keep up. Come on now, Fred, you gotta play better defense than that. Early on, it was looking like it was about to get scary for them boys. But as soon as everybody keyed in on Sean, they forgot. The number 2 overall pick in the draft is in this game as well. And his first touch, that boy let that mug fly from the other side of the country. And he knocked down the tray ball for his first NBA bucket. And as soon as coach seen that, he said, bro, I got a 7'2" shooter on the team. Man, run a play for him. Run floppy. And that's exactly what they did, man. And after Noah got wide open off of the play, it was an easy corner pocket 3. And early on, that boy was 2 for 2 from the field. 2 back-to-back threes. And if I was Ime Udoka, I would probably think about throwing in the white flag while I still had the chance. Because if both of these boys get it going, along with Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, man, this team gonna be a scary sight. But after them 2 back-to-back threes, it was right back to the buckets for Diallo, getting straight to the cup, just like he was drunk. And man, 11-14, the Rockets was trying to put up a fight, but him and Noah was starting to build a connection early. This duo could really do some damage. And man, they really couldn't guard Diallo on a couple of the layups he wasn't able to finish, but you know he also played that defense. Got the easy steal. Hey! And did a behind the back move into a dunk. I don't even know what you call that, but that's the human highlight reel right there. And then he drove straight to the cup and got a tough lay. Man, I'm telling y'all, every time this dude touched the ball, you gotta be glued into your screen. You gotta be locked. It could be a highlight every single time, and this one was definitely one. A tough contested layup with a defender in front of him and a defender behind him. Man, that's very Kyrie-like. That was one of his player comparisons coming into the league. And he only 2 years in, and he already giving everybody hell that guard him. Now, I believe everybody can agree with the next thing I'm about to say. Nobody in the world wants anything to do with STD. I'm trying to tell you. They don't want to guard that man. It's nothing but problems. And on the next play, he was making Fred VanVleet look like he didn't even belong in the league. And then got a ferocious dunk right after that. Man, hey, Fred better lock it in, man. They gonna send him back to college if he keep hooping like this. He gonna have to take a 5th year or something. But man, play after play, Diallo was just showing that he was on a different level than these boys. And this was only year 2, bruh. Normally, sophomores in the NBA tend to have a little drop off because reality set in. But it was looking like early on, Sean didn't show no signs of a drop off, as he got the steal and took it straight to the cup for the easy lay. Now this lead was gonna start to increase more and more because them boys was putting defensive stops together. That's what happened when you got 3 6'10" players. Hey! And on top of that, your boy was rising up. Don't get it twisted though. It was not just Sean putting up the buckets. The number 2 pick in the draft, Noah Mack, was showing why he was the number 2 pick in the draft. I mean, man, he was scoring in a variety of ways. He's 7'2", so you could throw it into him on the block. He could shoot, space the floor, and shoot a mid-range. Or if he feel like it, when he got a pipsqueak like Fred VanVleet, he could take you off the dribble and just get some Lay's chips. I mean, for a small portion of this game, it was all Noah Mack. Man, he was hitting step-back threes as well, at 7'2". I'm telling y'all, Wemby might have some competition, because this boy is not playing like he's 7'2". And just like Allstate, the Jazz organization is in good hands. They got almost 2 generational players on their roster. Maybe even 3, depending on how you want to look at it. But hey, the game must go on, and more buckets must be gotten. More buckets must be gotten. I guess that's how you say that. Either way, Sean going back to the cup and ended up hitting a crazy circus shot. I mean, hey, that's one of them things where you got to just throw your hands up and be like, well, I've done all I can do. Because that's exactly what Fred did, but it wasn't enough. I'll be honest, there's not too many people in the world that can guard that specific move right there. I don't even think he was expecting to make that. As the game went on into the 3rd quarter, man, it was starting to become clear. That boy Fred needed a sub. Preferably a security guard. I mean, the Rockets needed somebody that could lock up. That man Diallo was out here hitting any move he wanted and getting to the bucket with ease. This was a sad look. The lead was starting to become more and more unreasonable as the clock ticked on and on. That boy STD could have a 10-minute highlight video off of this game alone. I mean, bruh, it's opening night. Just imagine how long it's gonna be by the time the end of the season comes. Man, hey, grab your popcorn, grab your beverage, and just enjoy the show, man. It's gonna be one for the books, especially with this team. Now, don't get me wrong, the Rockets was fighting back a little bit. It was mainly Jalen Green. I mean, he kind of had the smaller Colin Sexton on him, so he would get a couple of buckets here and there. And that was the one time where the paint was completely vacated. It wasn't no 6'10" player down there. And that rarely happened all game. But if the Jazz keep that up and keep the paint on lockdown and force teams to shoot, they gonna get a lot of wins this season. And speak of the devil, Chantre Diallo going crazy, putting Fred VanVleet on the island once again. Can somebody please call switch or something? This dude can't do nothing with him, bruh. He been cooking him since the tip-off. I'm starting to think it's time for my boy Fred to put in his 2 weeks, cause a little bit more of this and you ain't gonna have a job, big fella. Sorry to tell you. We honestly haven't seen a player this unguardable since Corey Cash. And when them two went against each other, y'all already know what happened. It was levels. But I don't know, man. Sean got a bit better. Maybe this matchup this time will be a little different. But y'all know Corey Cash, that's like Thanos, man. That's the final boss. Damn! Can somebody please call 911 for this man Fred? Oh my goodness. That would have been the highlight play of all time, but Sean still got the steal. And hit another behind the back wraparound dunk, whatever y'all want to call that, man. But oh my goodness, Fred, we was just having a conversation about you, bruh. I said you was about to lose your job and then you do this? They had that bruh searching on the ground for a contact lens. Good God, Chantre Diallo, STD. Y'all need to tell everybody watching that they cannot mess with me, man. Fred just happened to be the first victim. I mean, bro was stumbling, fumbling, jumbling, whatever you want to call it. He couldn't get up. It's like his knees was broke. He needed life alert. No offense to anybody who actually got life alert, but anyway, got that easy steal, man. And just like that, another highlight play off of a broken highlight play. I'm telling you, that human highlight real name is deserving. You couldn't keep your eyes off the game when that little sequence happened. Man, Utah is finna be turned this season. But then, oh my goodness, it was time for another ISO. And Sean ISO when the big man is never a good sight. Got to the cup for the easy dunk after sending bruh from the free throw line to the 3-point line. Good Lord, man. I told y'all early on it was getting scary for the Rockets, and hey, it was just foreshadowing. Bro was stumbling, fumbling, jumbling just like Fred VanVleet. And the paint was wide open. Didn't nobody want no problems with that? They did not want to get put on a poster after their teammate just got broke. That would have been a double highlight. Man, bruh just lost 1,000 followers off that play alone. And Sean probably gained like 100K. That's how popular that man is, bruh. Just be doing stuff effortlessly. And after the play, he was even chirping at him a little bit. Normally he don't talk, but if he going crazy, he gonna let him know. He was definitely popping it towards the end of this game. He was trying to show Utah it's a new star in town. Not just Utah, forget it. He was trying to show the whole NBA it was a new star in town. They started pressing with 3 minutes left to go, but it really didn't matter, man. All game, the Jazz was putting straight belt to ass. I mean, the Rockets, they gonna go home and have to think about this one. They need to do some serious soul searching before that second game. But man, what a debut from the new duo in the league. And as y'all know, the reigning NBA champions, the Washington Wizards, got probably the best duo we've seen in a long time. But if they can piece it together, Sean and Noah got a chance. Now your boy Sean would end up debuting opening night with a 40-point performance. And honestly, I can't even say nobody was surprised. That man is just different. Impossible to guard. And Noah, he had a smooth 25 for his first game. Like I said earlier, this duo got the chance to do something great. And in order to beat the Wizards and Corey Cash, Lonnie Wade, they gonna need it. Stay tuned, man. This is about to be an epic season. Trust.